Welcome to the Michael Show. Today, we're having brought to you by SSL, Harrison Mix Console, BX, Brainworks, McDSP, also Harrison Mix Consoles, and more. Let me give you a further introduction. What up? I'm Michael Mike, engineer, producer, California area, and I'm here basically to do one thing: get you in shape and ready so you can have your beats go to record company, so you can get a record deal. Maybe you want to be a producer, maybe you want to do concerts, movies, whatever. You learn everything you need to know right here. Let me kill this music. You learn everything you need to know: singing, doing hooks, backgrounds, whatever. All right, but I'd like to thank my new as well as my old subscribers. Now, I know some of y'all probably been clicking on my videos and been wondering what's going on. So I'll try and give you another explanation and where I'm going from that. And then after that, I got some SSL plugins, like I was saying. I don't want you to do like I've done, be buying plugins and they're not that good, you know, spending your money. So I'm going to give you the best. I'm going to be honest about them, and I'm going to see which one in the console, because you have the SSL, you have the API, you got the neve, you have the Focusrite. They all have different characters and feels to them, so I'm going to use them. I did a drum solo, so I just be letting the solo play and showing you some of the SSL consoles, because what we want to really do is capture one thing up front is I have the UC1, and this is actually an advantage, because I'm going to tell you the truth about plugins. Alright, see this? This is the UC1. Alright. I'm going to use the UC1 to just show you the different plugins. Now, what I want to say about it is it's kind of two things. One is the people who make it, and then it's the engineer. Because you can take something that don't sound cool and get great results out of it if you know what you're doing with the plugin. Okay, so I think that'll be good. So I'm gonna show you the different characters and sounds between SSL, API, the Focusrite, the E channel, the G channel, the J channel, and I have the 4000B that Phil Collins did in the era on that. All right. And so we'll be running that. So let me give you just a brief talk. If you don't want to listen to the talk on this video, you want to go straight to the SSL tab, you're more than welcome just to fast forward and go over there. Alright, for those who want to listen until we get there. Alright, so this is for my subscribers and viewers. Okay. I do like and I do love music. I appreciate music. Okay. But with YouTube, I've had too many problems. Even when I first started out, I made my first videos. They were some of the best. Views took off. 2 or 3 days later, they're not there. Also, I'm just let's get this right so you understand. I'm an alien. Let me say this. You have the Hispanics or Mexicans. I don't choose to call them. I think that's a bad name. But anyway, they call them illegal aliens. Okay. So I'm Anunnaki. Okay. So you go to the history books and look up what's called Mangbetu. Mangbetu, heads. Egyptian head. Alright? Alien, human. Alright? So, you'll see we have head compartment. I cannot wear a hat. None. Baseball, none. It won't fit. Alright. So, now, out of that, okay, comes supernatural power. Alright? If you are skeptical, I've done it on here. It's just you have to catch me in the mood. Go through my videos. Go to Frozen Egg. And you can go to Me Penetrate American Security. You can look at that. I got some shit that's way off the chain, way off the pass than that. But I don't get no views. I don't do magic. I mean, people can do what they want to try and imitate, but black people were magical. Okay? Because we have alien DNA. That's another story. So, by that, I will listen to whatever you show me or whatever you teach me. But my head is going to think more advancement than what you're giving me. And I'm going to take what you did, and if you want to call it reverse engineering, I'm going to make it into something way better than you did. Okay? So, like I said, by me being a jazz drummer, you know what I mean? I'm playing jazz. I don't know how to rap. I never did. I know how to play beats. My buddies rap. You know, my buddy Clarence Prime, he taught me how to rap. I didn't know how to rap. I wound up writing my first rap song ever in my life. That was The Ghetto. That was Took It By Too Short. First one. Went multi-platinum. That makes me a musical genius. Okay? And so caliber that even the federal government was in on the theft. Alright? With copyright. So when they're telling you, you know, copyright your material, this is bullshit. Okay? They'll still steal that motherfucker and claim you never copyright. That's how diabolical of devils that you deal with. Okay? So that's all that shit is to it. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do another one because it's been some years since I did the last one. It is what it is. I do have a copyright for it. But once he find out who I am, Too Short, he doesn't know I'm around all your friends, or you in the world of trouble. You're in the world of trouble. When you figure out and you know who I am. Alright? But now, so, after that, that's why I came to YouTube to do a channel, you know, since he stole my song. Maybe get some publicity out of it or whatever. I'm not tripping. But then, like I said, you had the record companies coming to my house. I don't even know them. On the new record deals and people selling on tapes and all kinds of crap. You know? So, then I get to YouTube. And here comes Storm. Just a regular person, like you viewer. You know, set up a channel, what I know in music, pass it on. Maybe it helps somebody not be in the streets, not jail, you know, focusing, something to do, positive, you know. But it turns around that the beast nature that's in all that can be applied to every man, race, shapes, color, sizes, is what you choose to adapt to. And in this, you chose, like you do everybody else, for your demonic purposes, to attack me as a person being a content viewer when we go into YouTube and its concept, you're following that tradition to an art. Your whole structure is for one purpose. You have many purposes. People can be educated, they can learn, and that's positive. within your school. However, it can be used for diabolical, bastardized reason too. And what I mean by that is that when you take me, okay, if I have a bulletin board service, which you have, which is called YouTube. Now, the government may have a broken pair of drawers stuck in their ass and want to come up with one of them diabolically devil maneuvers, which is only going to result in the most catastrophic, severe, horrifying, ever known ass whooping from God ever imagined. Okay? So, out of this whole little thing, anytime I understand owning a bulletin board first, I even understand if the government came at you, you have to alter things in order to have your channel. I understand that too. But what I don't understand is when you take a part in murdering babies as well as adults in between children with this COVID, and you knew this was for population control and you support it. That's a big difference. That means you don't give a damn about your viewers, none of them. You just after what they can do so they can grease your pockets because they got the talent to do something and you not talented. And if you was, then why are you at other people? What is the need of the beast nature? What is the need to take Hassan Campbell's or any views away? So it's in you with the game. But you gotta understand, God is an equal opportunity ass whooping employer. That's what he is. And so this little game or maneuver, it's not gonna stop nothing, because it's very easy. And I say this is for all races. All they have to do is just, I'm not doing no goddamn music. I'm not doing nothing. You do it. That's what I want to see. I want to see you do it. Then that respect will come. But you know what's going to come? That war. Ain't going to be none of this. And if it is people trying to survive, this is over with. It's done. So, like I said, when YouTube pieced up again with StreamYard and Dame Taylor, all three of them, but Dame Taylor is hustling y'all out of money, come out here to LA for no reason, $3,000 feed his pocket, and YouTube support it. What else is YouTube support? YouTube support any and everybody, and the majority of house niggas, sellouts, bootlegs, mammies, pappies. Take a look at it. And this is something I'm going to say for as my musician and my people that watch my channel. And especially, this goes multicultural. Okay? But for my people, okay, don't you ever in your damn life ever peace up with every black nigga. Don't you do that. Don't you let no history teacher, religious motherfucker, or none of that bullshit sway your mind with that bullshit. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You always keep eye out. You got what's called Sethite. Osiris' brother, Seth, which he was a hater, him and his buddy, so he gonna kill his own brother. So his brother and they homies, or just like when you see in Egypt, when you see the lion body in the man's head, showing that to every race of human. Everyone can be a devil by that beast nature, the lion body, or you can become godlike when you see the man's head. That's to any individual. That's off the content of your character, how you act. Okay? So, YouTube has flooded people like SETI. Okay? I studied from John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben. My motherfucking self. And they would not agree with the cooning that he's doing over here. Watch these nothing ass niggas. Watch them. Okay? And they'll try, and the rappers too, they'll try and circumvent you like, oh, don't go there. Oh, it's every G. It's ABC and CBS and NBC and all of this and all of this. And they're racist and they're gonna do stuff to you and shit like that. This is what you hear your rappers say. Yeah, but wait a minute, hold up, motherfucker. When your ass was up there on rapping and all of this, I didn't see you saying a goddamn thing. Now they gave your ass the boot. Now everything is everything, huh? And this what I'm telling you on YouTube. You have to watch this shit. Watch these house niggas. I was invited with Erica Badu's cousin, and we went to go hang out with Gladys Knight, Boys II Men, Earth, Wind and Fire, Byron Allen. Yeah. Now I think it was, I might get wrong. It was NBC or one of them. Whatever one it was. I had the best time of my life. I didn't see none of that. I seen everybody was just people having a good time. Everything's perfect. You know? So don't let them put that garbage in your head. Okay? And then you got the general settings. That's out there. Boy, I swear, the world's full of house niggas. You gonna talk blackness, but you swinging. You can't stand for God and lick ass with the devil at the same time. So, y'all do your own history and leave whatever you do between you and the Creator. Between you and Him, not you and them. Now, back to this YouTube thing. Okay, let's deal with this situation. Okay, I know. First of all, I'm psychic. Number two, you can't fool me. Number three, I know if nobody watching, you don't have to tell me views. I already know. Okay. So that's number one. And the second thing is that why would you, not only you supporting the Ukraine and murdering of all races of people, knowing what's in that COVID, you support it. You also support the house niggas to your web, which is the internet, to entrap them. Whether it's off religion, blackness, awareness, these is your little pits with your assigned little flunkies. And that's cool, if that's what you want to do. But let's look at the world today, and let's look at how it's looking. It don't look too nice for you these days, but it's wonderful to me, because only a damn fool will challenge God's law. You can challenge it, and you're gonna see that it's gonna end up just the way He said. Okay? You reap what you sow. Whatever you do, unless you repent for it, and you have to mean it with it, it's gonna come back on you. All of this stuff is crashing. You see what I'm saying? Look at America. If you just take a look at it right now, this whole little, your demise, your behavior is gonna be your demise. Look at Netanyahu. Look what's going over there. your reaction is gonna be your demise. And then when I try and log back on here, then YouTube, I couldn't even get on here. And then about maybe an hour now. What is his name? Marquette. I think that's his name. Something like that. Was just on here. And I seen him on here. I think his journalism, I think it was fair. From the one I seen, I didn't see all of them, but I think I watched maybe one or two. I think it was fair. He gave both sides, time to speak. And then he go to the dive back with that game. Because what you do is you teach them and you teach this to your children. This is so diabolical. Let me explain something and I'm getting these plugins. Get this over with this video. Another thing, my followers, I'm getting TikTok and some other streaming services, Patreon, together. When I get them, I'll leave the information. Y'all can come over there. Therefore, I can get more into detail. We can get, deeper into this. Over there, you'll see me. I have the instars. You can talk to them. You can let them listen to your tape. Try and get hooked up. I can do all that. Just no problem. All right. Okay. If you look at it, and you as people, not only just Israel, but globally, it's not every government, but it's a lot. It's a relationship. Understand, the person that said they love you never did. They're not going to. And it's a hurting thing when you learn it. Because immediately you put up a defense. Actually, there's no need for that defense. Because now this is something that can free you. And so, with YouTube, or the rest of this government garbage, you are less than my fingernail of an instance that's gonna put you in the situation that's gonna write history. Now, when Marquis said what he said today, then you want to scriggle it out so when he talks it doesn't transmit well. And then you took him out of my history to even find me and put some more garbage there. All of this is not going to make a difference. It's because of that nature of what you did. The hardest fight to fight is to fight yourself. But that's not something you're not going to listen to. So if we take a look at it, by you not, take a look at it. You're half a thumbnail existing. You got so many people in America right now, by the millions. All it takes is one turning event. All it would take is those sleeper cells to go on one. And it's a motherfucking wrap. You can't even deal with the migrants. How you gonna deal with terrorists? Counter terrorists. Because the terrorist is you. How you gonna deal with that? Your military can't deal with that. You've been lying and using psychological warfare so long that now the truth is out. Okay? And so it's a pure collapse. Both of them. There's nothing left there. And so your money's being taken away. If you look at that war over there. You're doing you no good. America can't help you. You see, you thought that you was gonna go ahead and keep bullying the block. And so now there's a new person on the block. What is God showing you? And then the people over there, you telling them, you Jewish over there, you can't go and get a DNA test to find out if you lying. What kind of shit is that? If you tell the truth, you got nothing to lie. So what if you hiding something, then what? It's a lie to him because he's gonna get his ass whooped and slaughtered, and he wants you to die over some bullshit that he taught you. And I know it, and you same thing here. Same thing. The government is gonna whoop their shit. When they get their ass whooped, they want to send you in there with it, and we're all together. And we should all be alone. And just get along. And then they'll miss the house niggas with you. We all with the black shit. No. All y'all gonna bite the dust, baby. Ain't gonna be none of that. You niggas who sold out on niggas, y'all get it too. You get it just as well as they get it. That's all it is to it. So, while the government figure out what to do, the house niggas is too. How they gonna try merging? I'm gonna tell you my favorite viewers, you watch out for that shit. You tell them, I'm not merging with a motherfucking thing but God. That's all I'm merging with. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna hear that black shit. Don't come to me with it, cause you ain't nothing but an agent. You look black, but you're a house nigga. You work for them goddamn devils. Get the fuck out my face. I'm not piecing up with you, for I take off on your ass. What you gonna wind up doing anyway? So that's how I look at that whole situation. And as far as YouTube, you do you. You do you. You do you. I'm not even concerned. But I say this. So I'm gonna treat this like this. I treat this as a business. That's it. That's how I'm gonna do it. And don't come to me with none of that shit. You already tried to play me. You already tried to comment to see if I was with that bullshit. And you know I don't play it. I don't stand it. I'm not General Seti. I'm not the rest of these house niggas that you got on here licking ass for views, all downing and bringing down other black people for your motherfucking ass. I'm not with that bullshit. I don't play them games. Okay? Now, so since you can't take it when Marquise gets started telling truth on you, then you shouldn't be trying to impose other blacks to humiliate other blacks off your religious bullshit, which you got in your motherfucking, what's the name of this shit? The Talmud. That cause Abraham was just truthfully, let's look at this shit. Just on some real shit. The Abraham. No, it was Noah. Noah. With this bullshit. It's a whole bunch of bullshit anyway. Cause you can't put two of each animal on a motherfucking boat no way. Because they'll kill each other. Go to the store. Go to the store. If they Chinese, Japanese fighting fish, they're in a blue fish. And they come by themselves. Take them out and put them in there. See what happens. They gonna kill each other. You can't put two of each boat. That's a bullshit ass story. And it's a goddamn lie. And you know it. Yes, it was a flood. We went from Lower Egypt to Upper Egypt. And we were still there. We get this Noah shit at, which you stole because it's a boat by the pyramid. That's where you get the whole Noah's Ark shit from the first place. Anyway, because Noah was drunk and a black person looked at him and seen him naked and laughed off him drunk, you should be cursed. Okay, let's look at this. let's look at the mental psychosis. Okay, first of all, the mental psychosis. If you drunk and you naked and somebody laughed at you, why are you mad at the person who's laughing at you, but you're not mad at Noah for being drunk and naked? You sympathize with him, right? And if he black, see, your story get even bullshitter. If he black, we from Africa, we are naked. So what is there to laugh about? And then you said because somebody black laughed, you should be ashamed. Our baby should be born ugly. We got the beautifulest motherfucking people on this planet, of all people on this planet, and it's gorgeous people of all races on this planet. Okay. Our babies are born ugly. You should be ashamed of your penis. Okay, now let's hold up with this. Let's examine this shit. Okay, I walk to the store. Or you walk to the store. No, you drive to the store. I'm out there, store. You mind your own business. Go in the store, go get you something and go on about your business. You come in the store, I beat you up. I take your car. You see me later on in your car, beat me up and take your car. You not wrong. So what I'm saying is, if somebody took your car and I took your car, why would you be mad at my penis and how would you know what size it is? Shall we go over this psychopathic, homosexual, pedophile shit again? I said again. If you go to the store and somebody rob you, right? Why would you be interested in the size of his penis? How would you know what his penis size is? And if we use common sense, if somebody gonna rob you, it ain't gonna be on roll. Okay? So that means that you, if we break the code down, you like them Snicker bars, them black ones. That's what they boil down to. And then, on top of that, you should be cursed, and you should humiliate them and kill them. Ain't that what's going on YouTube? Ain't that exactly what you doing on YouTube? With General Seti and the rest of them, and all the rest of the people that's bootlegging on YouTube. Ain't that what you doing? You're following the ritual. Now we understand the psychosis of the problem. We understand the yin and the yang. Okay? So, me personally, I don't play that shit. I don't do that YouTube. Alright? You already know it. So, my viewers, I hope now you understand why I kind of like chill. Alright? And I'm going to other platforms. I'll still be here, but it is what it is. But before I do that, I'll give you the hookup to my new site. You come on over there and learn over there. Alright, so basically, in a nutshell, the same thing is going to boil down here. This government, y'all playing the game. The just finna get your ass whooped tremendously, and you gonna throw these people into the meat grinder. And y'all people, same thing going over there in Israel. That man is lying his ass off, and he know it. Benjamin Netanyahu is a goddamn liar. And then y'all trapped in there, you can't get out of there based on some bullshit, and he don't want you to find the truth. That's pimping. And for those that support it, they support your slaughter. Well, same thing is over here. Same shit. But the only thing about it is different. I am so glad I love God. I'm so glad I keep him near me 24/7. And I'm so glad he gave me the power to slay and goddamn devil from any universe and explode planets. So I'm not worried about none of that shit. If it comes to me, I'm fucking it up, and I'm gonna keep my feet in your ass. That's how I am. But back to the ranch. Now, let's get into this plug-in shit. It's enough of that shit for a while. At least for a minute. Alright. So let me come over here. Let me check this. Studio one. Make sure everything's cool. Alright. So basically, I got some different channels. I got okay, this is a little, I was doing some practicing today, so I was recording. I'm trying to get back in the drums where I was. I didn't even realize, I said it would take 2 years. I didn't realize that a year went by. And so I decided, alright, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to go ahead and put myself back where I was. So I did drum solo. It's alright. It's alright. It ain't me like I used to be, but it's coming. Alright, enough of that. We're gonna listen to the first we're gonna listen to the B SSL, then we're gonna go to Harrison, the 32, which is a neve, and then we're gonna go into BX. I think it's the it's another neve, it's the Amic 9099, I believe. That's another one. I love the sound of it. It's tremendous. And I got the G channel and the J. Now, this is hooked up with the UC1, and what I like about it is because UC1, it is combining the console with the plugin, so you are getting that hybrid sound, and you can really hear how these plugins sound. Okay, so and it really stands out. So let's go on and start with the 4000B, and I just got the drum sample, drum machine loop. Let me pull it up here. Okay, this is the 4000B. All right. Let's give this puppy a run for her money. Let's see how she sound. I just start EQing, and you can just listen to them characters yourself. Oh, wait a minute. Let me start further down. Yeah, right here. Alright. This is 4000B. through and I'm gonna mess around with it, the dials and stuff, and just go through all of them and just let you see how they sound. All right, first 4,000 V. One thing about let me small me out, my bad. Let me click this over. Okay, let me make myself small. Put this 4,000K on that column. Okay, so let's go. Now you notice something. When I cut up these highs all the way, they don't get out of focus. They don't get all shrilly, and the bass don't get all cold. That's what you want to look for in plugins. When I turn them up, are you gonna break apart or are you gonna hold the sound? That's what you're looking for. Not because you just turn it into something else, all right? Because if not, they cheat. All right, let's go back with this. It sounds wonderful. It's nice. It don't fall apart. Now this is one of my other favorites. Yeah, this is one of my other favorites. This here, the ones I'm showing you, is worth it. Especially this one. Okay, it has that real. One thing about Harrison, if you go get I have the mix bus, you don't need nothing. It got everything you need. You don't, and the sound, there ain't nothing. There ain't but, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep 1,000 with you. And I know quite a bit of plugins. In my honest opinion, I would say 3. Harrison, SSL, and I think it's Blackbird. It's in Nashville. I know it's Blackbird or Black something. I'd say they make the best. But right now in plugins, this right here, no joke. And BX, I'm gonna go show you and go through it. Let me play the beat and let me just show you how this is. All right. Got ride mode up here. Okay, we gonna come in here and we're gonna do some pressing. See, when I turn up the highs, they clean. They're not shrilly. See the bass all the way up in the kick. All the sound well. Add a little more drive. Okay. Let's go to the next. Next, we'll go to the yeah, who is you? You my baby. Yeah, it is. There go my baby. This is one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is. It is one of my favorites. You can give my round. Alright, I know this look like very challenging to you. Maybe I change the color around so I can see much, but it's not really. This is your filters. This is your gate. This is your compression. There go your EQ. This is for your grit. And these are your channels, because none of them is the same like a real console. This sounds amazing. Like I said, Plus is running through this UC1, so it really gives the character up. All right, let's hear it. Now you can hear that real neve. That's what this is, a neve. Neve is more thicker. See, when you turn high up, let's give it one more run, then we'll go to the next one. See, they all got different characters to them. like the neve is more solid, darker. Okay. Now we'll go to the alright, we're gonna get another one. Alright. Here's the 4000 each app. This is by Brainworks. And see, this automatically fits it more. And the G channel is darker. It's kind of, I like mixing them. This is G channel. It's more thicker, kind of like a neve. something for you. So like I say, different plugins make different types of emulations. Okay, so like I say, they got different characters. There's some, all I say is, when you get them and you turn the highs up and they squeaky, or the lows and they sound like this, or the low, or the lows when they sound like this, it's not a good plugin. Alright, so those were just some of the ones I use. They'll have an API in there. I have another different kind and different ones, but those is basically, you should be able to make up your choices. You know what I mean? You'll see me, if you watch the show, you'll see me use this, different plugins. Sometimes I mix them. Sometimes I like maybe the thickness of the G channel, or maybe some of the solid up front. I think different plugins and different emulations, to me, every song don't belong on the same console. And my opinion, for real, it don't. Every song, music is made for different consoles. Like the E channel is for like something like jazzy, like some Kenny G, like kind of stuff. Motown will be like kind of maybe the J. It's more kind of like maybe a jazzy feel, but it can be did with the E, but not really. Funk, slow cuts, is the E channel. West Coast, G channel. API, probably jazzy. And neve, maybe. I would say the neve would fit, because it fits good because it's solid and it's deep. But I say the neve, like Afro-Cuban, I would use the neve with. So they all got different characters, different feels to them, right? But it's how you use them. If you don't know how to work them, it's not gonna make a difference. Alright, there go our video. That was my rant. I got some stuff I gotta mix. I meant to just get this out the way for the lynch mob, but man, shit, another weekend. Alright. Yeah, I play drums. Alright, I'm out of here. Go to the next video. I got some more coming. Alright. Hope y'all learned something.